Hi everybody, welcome back to Chisme and Championships. I am your host Cristal and I am so excited to get started with today's episode as we will have the outcomes of the AFC and the NFC Championship, which will be the two teams that will go to the Super Bowl February 8th. And I'm nervous, I'm excited. If y'all were watching my videos in the previous readings, you would know that my cards guessed 3 out of the 4 teams that have made it to the final round. They did not have the Seahawks making it to the final round. They had the 49ers. And well, we saw what happened there. Like, I don't even have words for it. You know, the Seattle Seahawks really stamped their way to be like, we're going to make it to that NFC Championship. Like, there's no way about it. Like, they were the ultimate team that last weekend that really just played ultimately. So definitely a team to look forward to 100%. I don't know how well the Rams are going to do with the Seahawks. Again, my cards will tell me. They'll let me know. Who knows what will happen at the end. These fourth quarters have been absolutely intense, to say the least, and they have been determining the fucking outcomes of these games. Coming to the Broncos and the Bills game, there were some very, very key plays, key calls that, Broncos, weren't called necessarily fairly, but however, Bills fans believe that they were called very, very unfairly against the Bills. Also, there was the debatable catch, that McMillan took from Cooks' hands. That was not a catch, ladies and gentlemen. And if you still believe in your heart of hearts that is a catch, please just reread the rules. Watch that sequence. No right human who knows ball. So if you still think this is a catch, you're admitting that you don't know ball. That's fine. That's cool. In no right way, shape, or form was that a fucking complete pass, or did he have possession of that ball? I'm talking about Cooks. He had no possession of that ball at all. That man was balling it. Even when his knee had touched the ground, no fucking full possession of that ball. So I understand that some franchises, fan bases have to find certain reasons to cope, but you cannot blame your loss on that one play. Josh Allen had 4 interceptions. How the hell do you expect to win with 4? I thought it was belt to ass for the Broncos. I thought Josh Allen was going to come in and show him what's up. That wasn't the case. So for you to blame the loss on that one play, it's absolutely ridiculous. And if you want to go about shit not being called and things should have ended on one play, right before that, there was a hold and that game should have ended because Broncos should have received a safety. The Broncos should have still won. The absolute bitter fucking thing about what happened, as many of y'all know, unless you live under a rock, is that Bo Nix had fractured his right ankle, and this ankle has been a continuous injury for him. He has had surgery on it in the past. So for this to be literally, I think it was 30 minutes after the win, even that it was announced that he would be out for the next games. That shit was shocking, and that was heartbreaking. What a fucking game. What a fucking game, and only for fans to still try to make shit about a play. The fucking owner, the franchise owner coming out about the officiating. Sir, what the fuck? You destroyed the image of the Bills. Not destroyed it, but you really fucked up the view of the Bills franchise with that 36-ish minute press conference. Really? And then you fired your head coach? Shambles. That organization in shambles when you thought they had that shit together a month ago. I have some people very upset with my comments. I don't care. Some people have been making fun of Bo Nix's injury because now you have Jared Stidham. Oh my God, blah, blah. I'm going to stop because I'm going to wait until after Sunday when we are contenders in the Super Bowl, and just all the shit talking just disappears, because the amount of glazing that the Denver Broncos have received this season, the amount of disrespect and just the underestimation, it's fine. It's fine. Because you know what happened? You know who also was a team that was underestimated and they won? Beautiful Denver Nuggets. So hey, whatever. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started with today's predictions now that I'm done with my rant. So as y'all know, I changed my cards. We have the Steampunk Tarot deck. I think I used this last for the NBA series. I'm not 100% sure, but I did use this card, which is my Moon Phases card. So remember, my Oracle, my little nice card. Tarot gives me the tea, gives me all the details. So we're gonna go with the scheduled order. So my Broncos fans, y'all ready? Let's go ahead and see who's going to win from the Patriots and the Broncos. Let's go ahead and get a suit for the Patriots since they're a visiting team. Also, bro, the amount of Patriots fans talking shit. y'all like have one good season and all of a sudden, all the Chiefs fans, you know, they put their Chiefs gear away and they take out their Patriots gear. Tell me not. All right, Patriots. Oh, okay. We got strength. Leo card. So fire, energy. They're coming in intense. I'm not saying that it's not going to be a good game. Oh shit! The Broncos were the lovers in the game against the Bills, and for this reading, they're also the lovers, bro. You cannot make this shit up. I'm telling you. Different deck. I shuffle the fuck out of it, bro. Like all right, let's go ahead and see what the theme of this first quarter is going to be. What do you need to release? From whom? Oh, I got Broncos. What do you need to release? And I'm assuming that it's not going to be a nice quarter for the Broncos. I don't think that we are going to... This is just me reading this first thing. None of my tarot cards have come out and said it. But the reason being is because, again, there's so much on, like, Bo Nix is not playing this game. He's done. He's out. Obviously, we're doing it for Bo. But... Is that what it is? Is it the extra energy? Or it could be Drake May, you know? You are playing in one of the highest stake games of your career, plus the environment that you're in, sir. Very hard to win in the Mile High City. But let's go ahead and see. Oh, High Priestess. The Sun. For who? The Page of Wands. Okay, this is... Okay, I see Patriots. I do see Patriots in this first quarter. Reason being, the Page of Wands being here is the suit element of fire. We got the Sun here too. You know, we got hot energy as well. And what did I say as well before I even brought out these other tarot cards? I think the Broncos need to release whatever stress it is, whatever like fluff, whatever they have in the back of their mind. But there's definitely one team that comes out and they come out. And I'm just getting Patriots because of the wands. Now, it's not a complete ass whooping. You know, it's possible that they score 2 touchdowns or they're up 10-0 by the end of this first quarter. Patriots being up 10-0. But I still see the Broncos not letting up. Like, there's still a sense of like, no, like this game isn't over yet. Feels over. It feels over for a lot of Broncos country. Don't get me wrong. Especially because like Drake May is looking really, really good. I see this one being Drake. But we'll see. I do have Patriots first quarter. Okay, second quarter. Oh, expect powerful change. Do we have a momentum changer? The moon. Oh, for those who have been in my previous readings, know that the moon means kind of like hiding something. Something is not what it seems. A facade type of ordeal. Got the 9 of Wands as well. Fire energy, but it's not like calm fire energy. It's very much a battle. It's very much like you're looking out to make sure that, you know, you're still standing ground and that you're protected, but it's not easy. It's very much a challenge. Oh, and then we have the Fool. Okay, I still see Drake May energy, but I don't see it in the way that it is portrayed in the first quarter. So first quarter, and again, here we have the polar opposites. First quarter, we have the Sun. Second quarter, we have the Moon. So whoever was doing, again, take the energy as it goes. If first quarter Broncos come out fucking amazing, like if Stidham has a first quarter, shit. Second quarter, that's probably it's gonna be like shown out to be not true, and your true colors are gonna be shown. Or if it's Drake going crazy first quarter, second quarter, Okay, like some things are shifting, some things are not going the way that you had assumed for them to go. Now, I still don't see a lot of like Broncos energy in the second quarter, so it could be a fucking game again where they just show up in the second half. Oh, it's beautifully irritating. But I see not necessarily a head game, but physicality maybe is not it. He could be getting tired. Altitude. I know it's going to be very, very cold on Sunday. So it could be like physically something just is not right. After halftime. Now, score-wise, I could still see Patriots being up by like 3. So Broncos could either score, tie it up to be 10-0, and maybe Patriots get like a field goal or something. I see Patriots up by 3 walking into halftime. But for the third quarter, prosperity lies ahead. Okay. For which team? For which team? The 5 of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The 4 of Swords. You do that face when I'm just kind of like, you like Krabby Patties, don't you, Squidward? You know, like, it's very much, okay, all right, Broncos country, we're sorry, you know, don't lose hope, because there's a new beginning, there's new energy, there's new flow, we're getting our shit together. We were just resting in the first half, okay? We were just trying to get a read, trying to get a feel for what we could do. So I see that the Broncos really step up in the third quarter. Now, it could be, I feel like defense is good the entire game, but our offense starts to really like wake up in the third quarter. And it could be, yeah, Jarrett, you know, like he could really come on in. He's like, all right, dude, I was resting. Sorry, it took me a minute to warm up. But prosperity lies ahead. I see the Broncos, and I see them scoring. I see them being up by 7 in the third quarter. Woo, okay. Fourth quarter, bring us home. Who's going to the Super Bowl? Who is going to the Super Bowl? Oh, wait. You are good enough. Full moon completion. Oh my God. Who's finishing this game strong? 8 of Pentacles. 3 of Swords. Yeah, we got a heartbreak. And the 7 of Pentacles. Ooh, y'all. Oh, shit. Like, it's gonna be a game just like the fucking Bills and Broncos. I don't know if it's overtime. but it's gonna be like neck and neck. Holy shit, maybe a bad call, maybe flukes, something fucks up, like, and it's from both teams. I'm seeing a balance of fuck ups and a balance of like we're fucking doing shit from both teams. So I'm just kind of like in this space of pulling another card so I can get like the energy, but like for sure this fourth quarter is going to be a fucking battle. It's going to be a fucking battle. And Broncos country, I am sorry, but it's not looking super good for us. Only because the lovers, the meaning behind the lovers, like I said last week, every fucking decision you make matters. Every choice fucking counts. So if we're fucking up a lot in this first half, that's too much. That's too much to be fucking up, that it ruins the momentum for us. But the reason why I'm not saying, oh, Broncos are the ones that lose it altogether, is because the amount of the Pentacles energy, that home energy, God, they look so fucking locked in. They look so fucking locked in this first quarter, in this fourth quarter, that you're like, who's this team causing the Patriots heartbreak? 3 of Swords. We've had the 3 of Swords in both readings of the Broncos, with the Bills and with the Patriots. The thing was, like, Broncos were heartbroken about one thing, but not necessarily about a loss. So, long-winded explanation for me to say it's possible that it's, again, down to the last play game, but I'm going to pull out one card. The Hierophant. I believe, I don't know who gives their quarterback words of wisdom, words of something. Like the quarterback that listens and just, and again, no bias, but I do think that the Broncos come out with a fucking win, boy. They come out with a win, but like a fucking scary win. Like last week, I don't want to say that that was a hard win or an ugly win. It was a fucking ugly win, but it was a very much like we were, you know, it was looking good. It was fucking great for us, and we were just pushing through. And I'm just thinking again, like, is that gonna fucking happen again? Is that gonna fucking happen again? Because the Hierophant relates to both of these, okay? Relates to both of these cards in the way that's like, if you can see here, he's very much giving advice to the people who are willing to listen. If you're willing to listen to my advice, you'll be fine. You'll be solid. The reason why I'm saying Broncos too, Hierophant relates to the Taurus. Taurus was in the third quarter. Who comes out in the third quarter? Broncos. All right, I got the Broncos barely fucking winning again. The energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, so when you think in the first quarter, one team has momentum again, regardless of my reading or not, if they have the momentum in the first quarter, don't expect them to have that momentum in the fourth. They might gain a little bit more traction in the second quarter or so, but the energy that we gaining momentum is the one that's more chill at first and slowly starts to make an entrance. So with that being said, my cards have a fucking beautiful, beautiful game, ladies and gentlemen. A game that you think is over by the second quarter, but it's actually fucking not. So stay tuned. Broncos are going to the Super Bowl. Next up, we have the Rams facing the Seahawks. And my prediction is that the Seahawks are definitely going to, you know, handle business. And if somehow the Rams pull through, holy shit. Oh my gosh. I understand that their biggest threat is probably Nakua. I understand there's a lot of people who do not like that man. Which kind of makes sense. But let's go ahead and see what the suit of our Rams is going to be, since they are the visiting team. They are going to be Pentacles. Interesting, considering they're not home. Okay, and the Seahawks, well, Seahawks might be fire. The Queen of Cups, wow, they're actually water. But we got a king and a queen. Let's go ahead and see what happens in this first quarter. That part, yeah. First quarter is going to be hold your vision. Jesus. Four of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Rams already coming in. 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, we definitely have Rams being stingy. They could be holding on to that ball a lot. Wow, getting attacked here. They're going to be holding on to that ball a lot for a lot of that first quarter. We have the Emperor and the Nine of Wands, though. So we have two contradicting energies, Pentacles here, and we also have Wands here, Earth and Fire. So there's a lot of like these like push and pull. There's definitely a lot of like, there's two teams that are holding their vision firm. I do see the Seahawks really, again, in this like analytic point of view, but they're coming in with fire. Like they know exactly what their mission is. They know exactly what they need to get done. So they're probably the ones holding the vision more than the Rams are. Maybe the Rams are still kind of trying to figure out, what is our vision? Like, I know we're trying to get to the Super Bowl, but like, how are we really gonna attack this game? So I think the Rams are still figuring shit out in this first quarter, which is weird. But Seahawks really come in, you know, with that energy. Like, hey, dude, we're here. We are here to play. Like, I don't know why you're lollygagging. I actually don't see the Seahawks like winning by a lot after the first quarter, possibly a field goal. But I do see like their defense going in. The second quarter, wow, we have two cards. A new romantic cycle begins and nothing will come of this situation. Obviously, there's no crazy romantic cycle happening on the football field, but it could be that someone starts to just get a balance and a rhythm of their game. So maybe someone who was silent in this first quarter starts to show up. So we got the Strength here again. The Five of Swords and the Star. And the Eight of Cups. Okay, so yeah, whoever was playing like ass in this first quarter really steps in and was like, okay, I understand that I was fucking up. And they try to give themselves a pep talk, a healing type of talk. However, I don't know if they do anything with it. It could be Matthew Stafford, actually, that is kind of like, he fucked up maybe a lot in this first quarter, and then maybe he starts to see a little bit more light, a little bit more traction in the second quarter, but he's still just not, it's not working. It's not looking good, coach. It's not looking good at all, basically. Like, you're trying to bring healing, you're trying to bring that strength of like, okay, cool, I can lock in. But I think Matthew has had games like that, right? Where he just kind of like isn't doing good, super good at least in the first half, and then he comes in full fucking guns blazing in the fucking second half. I don't know. I see Seahawks energy all the way in this first half. Let's go ahead and do third quarter. A time for healing. Okay. We have the King of Wands, out of fire, the Empress. Oh shit, the Devil is in here too. Okay, here's the momentum of these games, apparently. These first halves are going to be leading towards one team, and then second half, the team who was silent is just going to come in, you know, full force. Now, I don't know if the Rams are going to come in and really, like, bring in that momentum of, like, no, we're here. Because with the Devil being here, it could go either it's going in the favor of the Rams, or it is just with it. No, like, there's no fourth quarter to watch, because you know by the third quarter that it is just an annihilation. But we have the King of Wands and the Empress here. And these people, if you can tell right there, some bad bitches. You know, like, that energy, they know exactly what they want. They know exactly what they're here for. And I'm just iffy, again, if this is towards the Rams or the Seahawks, because Empress, we had the Emperor, you know, earlier, but that was representative of the Seahawks. I do see a momentum shift in this third quarter. However, I don't know if it's enough for the Rams to get back into the game. And you'll know if it's true if they come in, like, scoring right away. They come in with a different energy where they can't even get stopped by the Seattle Seahawks. You know, like, that defense just doesn't have an answer for them. Or if it's the same thing that happened in that second quarter, it's like a repeat of the Niners and Seahawks game. All right, fourth quarter. Bring us home. Who is going to make it to the Super Bowl? Show the world the real you. I mean, you are going to be on one of the biggest stages in America, but this year, beautiful global stage because of Bad Bunny. Ew. Six of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and the Moon. Bitch, shut up. Okay, sorry. Well, now with the help of these cards from the fourth quarter, I do think that right after halftime, Rams said, okay, enough is enough. We are not the 49ers. It could be that Seahawks are up halftime, you know, maybe two touchdowns, or maybe by 17 points, 17, 20 points. It looks like a ass whooping, belt to ass by halftime. I don't know what the hell happens in that locker room, I don't know what happens, but some, you know, switches get flipped, gears start turning, and the freaking Rams find a way to fucking win this game. And, like, they solidify it in the fourth quarter by, like, what is this team? It's a brand new energy. It's a brand new energy in the third quarter, and they come in with some fluid, like, oh my God. That's the Rams. That's exactly why they're in the position that they are today. Seahawks just didn't have an answer. My cards are saying, wow. But let's go ahead and get one last card to just bring in the answers you need are coming. I mean, yeah, patience is a virtue in these games. And if you go in full force, full on intense energy, you're not going to survive. So I think for both games, the teams that come in acting like, oh, we got this, blah, 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 with no real game plan, those are the teams that are probably not going to make it to the Super Bowl. All right. It looks like my cards have decided who the NFC and the AFC champions are. The Denver Broncos and the Los Angeles Rams. They will be facing each other, according to my cards. They'll be facing each other in San Francisco on February 8th, which is when our Super Bowl will be held. For this upcoming Sunday, again, these times are Mountain Time. Check with your local news, your Google, whatever the case is. I Google my thing all the time. So Mountain Time, my Denver people, our game is at 1 p.m. 1 p freaking m. You know, get your wings done. I'm making some wings this Sunday, so I'm really excited about that. Get your food. You're tailgating. If you're going to the game, please be super, super safe. Be nice. Be caring to others. You know, don't focus on the hateful shit that other people are going to say, because it's just, at the end of the day, y'all, it's sports and we're here to have a lot of fun. So have so much fun, Broncos country. Please be safe. For the Rams and the Seahawks game, that is 4:30 Mountain Time about it. But I think after the especially intensity of the Bills and Broncos games, like people just get really like personal and very just like attacky mode. So just relax, please, is all I'm trying to advertise. With that being said, and trying to end on a good note, I want to show y'all my custom Labubu that I have. Not custom at all, but definitely my replacement of a Labubu, because it's just so freaking cute. But thank you everyone for watching. Have a great rest of your night, day, whenever it is that you're watching this beautiful video. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and share with anybody who's all about the Chisme and lives for the championships. Adios.